What's up guys, it's English Dan back with another video. So as you all know, I had the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I had two of them. Well, I had to return them both, and you probably know why from seeing some of my comments on Twitter if you follow me on there, or if you've noticed a couple of things I've said in videos. But the battery for me, unfortunately, was dumpster fire. I mean, like, just pure dumpster fire. I'm lucky to get 5 hours screen on time. And I know for somebody who isn't a power user, that's probably more than enough. But unfortunately, for someone like me who carries two phones, so I have this and I have a Pixel, I was still really in dire need of a phone with better battery. I'd done some reading, and I was never into the foldables. I didn't understand why people were clamoring over the original Fold. I thought it looked ugly. But I thought, you know what? I've got $514 off mine. Let's give one a try. This is my first impression. Alright guys, so yeah. Let me just say, the Note 20 Ultra was the best phone Samsung have made, hands down, for a long time. It was an exceptional device with a major flaw for me. I'm not hating on it, and I'm not hating on people who love it. I think it's great that some people have got this phone and they're getting hours and hours of battery life out of it. Some of them are Exynos users, some of them Snapdragon users. I personally know 2 or 3 people who are getting 8, 9, 10 hours screen on time. But I also know many other people that are getting 4, 5. I even had 3.5 at one time. And that's just not acceptable for a major productivity device for me. So yeah, that's why it had to go. Great device. Absolutely wonderful phone from Samsung, but had a major problem for me. So now I've got that out of the way, here we are with the Galaxy Z Fold 2 5G. I'm just going to call it the Fold 2 from now on, or whatever I call it. Whatever, but it ain't going to be that mouthful. Anyway, so as you can see, it's already out of the box. I've been using this phone for almost 2 weeks now. I'm going to try and kind of shy away from reviews, I think, and just give you my opinions in future. Reviews are very subjective. You know, what I like doesn't mean you're going to like it. And I've found that on some of the headphones that I review and things, the way I feel about them, it upsets a lot of people sometimes. Some people really need to defend their purchase, or they just totally disagree because they hear things different than me. And I think it might be the same with the Z Fold 2. Wow, I just said Z Fold 2. So the Fold 2. And yeah, I just want to make this video to say that this is my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm wrong, and it doesn't mean you're wrong if you hate this. But let's get into it. So as you can see, it's out of the box. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. Let's move that to one side for a moment. You've all seen what's in the boxes, but hey. Wow. Don't ever do that again, Bixby. Before we even start this, Bixby is trash. Anyway, off comes the fancy sleeve. Put that over here. And then they paid attention, big time, to the unboxing for the Fold. And they give you a real nice unfolding box. There's my R15 SIM card. Like gold dust them right now, I believe. And then it comes with a little box, and this is going to have the paperwork in it, no doubt. And also comes with that is the wrap that the phone was wrapped in. So that was nothing. Change the shape of the future. Introducing the Galaxy Fold 2 5G. Reimagine the possibilities of the smartphone experience. Normally that's just a load of crap that manufacturers say. It's like a bit of a sales spiel. But after using this phone, I'm going to believe that. And I am believing that. Anyway. And then under that you get another Galaxy Z Premier service. So you get concierge services with this. Your Galaxy Foldable device comes with specialized customer care services designed to deliver the best possible product experience to our valued customers. Galaxy Z Concierge, there's the phone number, and a 1-year screen replacement offer, one time out of warranty screen replacement within 1 year of purchase for the price of $149 plus tax if you purchase your Galaxy Z before December 31st, 2021. That's a really good deal. Now, if you break if you break your screen on the iPhone 11 Pro, Max Pro, whatever, if you break the screen on one of those, or you break the back, let's say, it's $550. Samsung will replace a foldable 120Hz OLED display for $149 plus tax. Great deal. Then in here you have another little cover. There's your charger, your fast charger. I believe it's 25 watt. Let me just have a look. My old eyes don't let me see as well as I did before, but it is, I'm sure it's 25 watt. I just can't see it. It has the Samsung fast charge logo on there, so either way, it's a fast charger in the box. Under this flap, you get your USB-C cable. So pretty basic compared to last year's Fold, which, you know, had Galaxy Buds, and it also came with a case. As you'll notice, there's no case in this device, or in this box. It doesn't come with a case, which I find to be quite horrifying in a way. I mean, they could have stuck it's a $2,000 phone. They could have stuck a cheap TPU case in there just to make you feel a little better and a little bit more confident about carrying your Z Fold 2 around. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, well you can just go and buy another case, which you can, but they're not readily available. If you go on Amazon and things like that, then you're not going to find anything that's going to deliver before the end of October, beginning of November. I say that, but I've ordered a Spigen case for the Fold 2 that wasn't meant to come till the end of November, and that is going to be here on Tuesday. I will do another video for you on that for you guys. And in this little box, you just have the quick reference guide, get the most out of your phone, terms and conditions, just and the SIM tool, and that is it. You get nothing fancy. Big old box. I was really expecting a case. Yeah, disappointingly, nothing to protect your $2,000 phone. Now, I don't understand. I know Samsung provide cases for you to purchase, but it's $80 for half of a leather case. It literally just covers the back of the device. No low cost option or anything like that. And I know what people are going to think, well, why would you want a low cost option if you're buying a $2,000 phone, because it's not a low cost phone. Maybe I think $80 for half a case is just overly expensive. I have no problem spending $100 on a case, none whatsoever, if the case gives me coverage at the front, coverage at the back, and it looks nice. But when it's just literally going to cover up the back of this, I think that's expensive. So that is one downfall with the Z Fold 2, straight away. No case in the box. Disappointing, very disappointing, but it is what it is. What can you say? So let's move that out of the way. That's what you get in the box. Surprised you don't even get any USB-C headphones, or earbuds I should say, because ooh, they see that, now you know what bank I'm with. I don't know if you can get onto Samsung themselves and they'll send you a set out if you use them. Luckily, as you know, I do a lot of audio, and I tend to have plenty of earbuds. But for someone to open it in the box and, you know, maybe they wanted a nice new pair of earbuds to come with it, because the wired earbuds that Samsung give out do sound really good. They're not crappers. But yeah, unfortunately, they're not here in the box. So yeah, maybe you can get onto Samsung and they'll send you a pair out like they did with the Note 20 Ultra. I believe you just got onto their customer care and was like, hey, where's my earbuds? I need my earbuds. And they would send you a set. Don't know if that works. If it does, there you go. You've got a bit of a bonus, and they'll send you a free pair of wired USB-C earbuds. Anyway, let's get onto the device. So as you can see here, this is the Fold 2. And straight away the difference, the reason I did not buy the Fold 1, there was two reasons, and I'm going to get onto them one at a time. First was this front screen. That front screen on the Fold 1 was like a 4-inch screen with massive bezel at the top, massive bezel at the bottom, big thick bezels down the side. Yes, it was usable, but it was like a 3.5-inch screen strapped to this giant phone, and it just looked, in my opinion, it looked stupid. I just did not like the look of it whatsoever. It did nothing for me. And then the second reason was when you open the inner display, you had a big plastic notch. It just didn't look quality, whereas Samsung have hit it out of the park with the Fold 2. This full screen just looks fantastic. I think it's such an amazing screen on the front. Now, it is only 60 Hertz, but wow, it works great. When I'm at work, it's such a good 2-in-1 device. When I'm at work, the phone stays like this, and I use primarily the main screen. Not the main screen, the front screen. I don't unfold it because I work in construction. I'll get more onto that in a minute as well, because I had to do something because of another thing Samsung applied to this phone that was just terrible. But yeah, the front screen on this, it's only 60 hertz, but boy, it's fast. It's like, you know, it's totally responsive. Kind of a skinny aspect ratio. Would have been nice if they'd have made the phone a little wider, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, to make up for the hinge side on here. That'd have gave you more of a full-size screen, but I'm not going to complain about it because it makes it a little bit more manageable, a little bit more pocketable, because obviously it is thicker than a regular phone, so some people with smaller hands, unlike my big burger paws, they're going to struggle to reach across the screen and things like that, so I can understand why this is a good compromise. So yeah, this front screen looks really well. I mean, even if you're going to go and watch something on YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube, no problem. So let's turn the sound down. Let's go to one of my movies, that way I don't get copyright flagged. So my channel, and then here's the note. What's up, guys? English Dan back at you with another video. So you may have seen I did a video about let me flip it. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and the video being, I've got a hair on my head. As you can tell as well, the sound's good. I did a video about the Note 20 Ultra battery. Let's turn it down. Well, so yeah, this front screen is perfectly usable. Alright, it does crop in, but it is what it is. It's perfectly usable for when you're at work, you want to see something quick or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about opening the main screen all the time. Perfectly serviceable, really good picture quality, just typical Samsung. Very happy with it. So let's come out of that. You've just seen there, even, you know, any videos you watch, everyone loves Dr. Disrespect, right? But that game looks awful that he was playing. But yeah, perfectly serviceable, that front screen. Samsung did a really good job when it comes to applying this front screen. Now, like I said, it doesn't come with earbuds, it doesn't come with a case, and it's $20 more than what last year's was. But I can understand why. I would imagine the screen alone on the front eats up that extra cost. I would rather have the extra real estate, than a pair of earbuds that I don't really care about. I would have liked a case, but if I had to choose, I'll be very careful with this and have a full screen. So yeah, screen on the front looks awesome. And then you get onto the hinge. The hinge system on this is great. I know a lot of people are going on about the Duo's hinge, and don't get me wrong, the Duo is really well engineered. I love the way the hinge does that, and it folds all the way back. This obviously doesn't fold all the way back because of the screen. This isn't a sticker, it is pressed into the metal, the Samsung logo, and it's not garish neither. As you can see, I've got the pink version of this phone, otherwise known as the Mystic Bronze. But I'm just going to rock pink. It's weird, actually, this phone, when it comes to the colour. Some days it looks very copper. Some days it looks very bronze. Some days it looks rose gold. And other days it looks flat out pink. I don't care. I prefer it. I like it. It's got some nice accents to it. The glass on the back is frosted. This is the main reason I went for this colour, because the black one is holy fingerprint magnet. It might be one of the worst phones I've seen for fingerprints. It's horrendous. So that's why I went with this one, this nice matte frosted black. Mystic Bronze. I wish they did this on the black, but they didn't. Don't know why. Obviously down here has your IMEI number stamped on it, but that is all that you get on there. And obviously you get the camera hump. It is quite a big hump again, just like it was on the Note. Not quite as big, and obviously you got your 3 cameras set up. I think they're all 12 regular, 12 wide, 12 zoom. So I'll get onto the cameras in a minute with this, but I'm extremely impressed with the cameras. And obviously you got your dual tone LED flash. So yeah, this is a glass back. As you turn over to this side, fingerprint sensor is on the power button, and boy, it's fast. I'll show you that in a minute. The only thing you get on the sides of the rails, there's your SD card, and then you got antenna lines. They have to have those there. Volume, nice and clicky, very clicky. The whole phone is built so well. It just screams premium, and it should at $2,000. The only thing I'm not keen when it comes to the side is, as you can see, you got the metal rails, but right here, if you can see that, right here, the glass curves over to the side here, and I don't know whether it's to allow something for the camera or what, but it's nowhere else on the phone. Just at the top there, the glass curves into the side rail. I'm pretty sure it's just an aesthetic. Looks nice, but I don't know, I'd rather it had just been all uniform up the sides. But that's my picky OCD. It doesn't spoil anything or anything like that. On the top of the device, you got a microphone, antenna lines, speaker, You heard the speakers a minute ago, but I'll play them properly for you. On the bottom of the device, another microphone, USB-C, another speaker. So, built really well. And then obviously, everyone's favourite, the party trick, is the inner screen. Now, just let me show you this in fingerprint sensor, this on the power button. I know people all love these in screens. Press the fingerprint button. I'm really glad they didn't do it on this one. And after using the Pixel 4a, I have got the Pixel 5 on its way as well, so I'll be able to give you a nice early look at that. But after using the Pixel 4a, going back to a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor, I have to say, I actually prefer that. And I also prefer it being on the power button over the screen. The screen looks cool when you're pressing it, but sometimes they're not very accurate, sometimes they're not very quick. Don't get me wrong, the one on the Note 20 Ultra and on the Tab S7 Plus is fast, and it's pretty accurate. But I find the power button to be more accurate, and I find the rear fingerprint sensor on the 4A is just like snap, 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 snap. It's so quick. So, yeah, I do prefer it. But, look, it's so fast. You can see screen's on, bang. As soon as I touch that, it's on. Boom. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's every time as well. And I did it with my finger. I don't even open my phone this way, but I just thought it might be worth doing. But yeah, see? If I hold the phone in the right place. It's not as good using with my left hand, but I can live with that because I'm just cack-handed here. But yeah, using it in my predominant hand, fingerprint sensor is fast. So yeah, let's get on to this, why everybody likes this phone. Sorry for the fingerprints on it. If you can see them, it is what it is. I've not even set this up properly yet as I really want it. God, I keep doing that. So this inner screen, I said before that there was something else that Samsung applied to this device that was absolute dumpster fire. And I don't recommend you to do this, but I know a few people that have done this, and they did it before I did it, and they convinced me just by showing me the difference to do it myself. Now, the Galaxy Fold, there's a sensor, there's a fingerprint cover on here, I believe, that goes under the actual plastics, like they made when they had to recall the original Fold and then brought it back out. They made it so it was non-removable. But then again, on top of that, this one did come with a extra screen protector. So great, I thought, that's awesome. They also recommend that not to remove it, and if you do, to have Samsung to remove it for you. So remember that, I'm not telling you to go out and do this. The screen protector on here was hot garbage. Absolute garbage town. It felt like tacky rubber, very sticky to touch, very sticky to the feel, just not a premium feeling screen protector at all. And it absolutely loved dust and sawdust. I work in woodworking kind of thing, cabinets and custom stuff, and the phone with that screen protector on, boy, I'd open the phone when I'd finished work and the sawdust stuck to that thing that they put on there. It was just insane. It was just like, why would you put something, it's a $2,000 device, put a good screen protector on it. It's like a really rubbery, tacky screen protector. It picks up fingerprints. Terrible. If you think that looks like it's got bad fingerprints now, wait till you see one that's been used with that fingerprint with that screen protector on there. You're going to be like, man, that is terrible. And it is. So I pulled mine off, and it's very easy to remove. I just grabbed it from the top right corner and slowly pulled it away. And something else happened when I did that. The quality of the display got even better. The screen protector that they put on here actually degrades the quality of the display coming through, which I was shocked at. When I took it off, it was such a big difference, and I was just so impressed. And then this screen also hasn't got the notch on like the Fold 2. If you remember, the Fold 2 had a notch here for the camera. Just looked really weird, whereas now they've gone with the hole punch like they did on the front, and they work really well, the cameras. The main screen is still super fast. It works great. This is 120 hertz on this one, whereas the front one is, like I said, 60. So, you know, you're getting top quality. Now, let me just say with this, I know it's not 4K. So let me go into Netflix. This is me, Fat Dan, my son, my wife, and whoever's going to use our Netflix account when they're at our house. But anyway, let's click down. And then I want to go to continue watching. This. Let me pause this. Now, I don't know what voodoo was done here, but when you're watching media on this thing, it's insane. And this film itself just shows off this camera. I'm sorry about the subtitles. My wife's ADD, and she needs subtitles on there, otherwise she watches and it goes over her head. But this just looks fantastic on this. I don't know whether it comes across as well. Maybe it's a bit too bright. Let me turn it down for you. Can't change the brightness because another app is controlling it. Go away. What have I done here? I'll skip back in a minute. Alright, there's another app controlling the brightness. Probably video enhancer. But this here, in my eyes, looking at this right now, the detail, the fluidity, the picture quality. It's not 4K, but boy, you would think you were looking at something just 4K. It's amazing. It just looks so good. And that's the bonus with this phone. Once you unfold the screen, the first one is great. This one is greatness. It's an absolute fantastic display. It picks up all the details, really great color reproduction. It's really eye candy when it comes to watching movies on this device, or anything really when it comes to that. It's just a very, very, very good screen, and it's one of the main. It's the main reason why you're buying this phone, but also the other main reason you're buying this phone is because it can do this. Obviously, the fact that the screen can fold on itself still does have a little gap in between. I would have liked to have seen maybe it does get thicker and thinner at the front, thicker at the back. Maybe just bump these rails up a little bit so they do close. Maybe they tried that and there's something wrong. Don't know. But yeah, it does. It works really good. This hinge mechanism is satisfying as well. It doesn't make any noises. It's silent. It just feels really premium. It's such good engineering when it comes to this hinge. They've done a fantastic job on it, and it's strong. It's like when it stops, you know it stops. It's not a case of, oh, I can push it even further. No, you can't. Now, one thing people do mention is, when they do see this, let me put this the right way up. I had it the right way up. Sorry. One thing they do say is, when they look online, they see all these pictures of the crease. Let's see if I can see the crease there in the middle. You're always going to have a crease because the display isn't rigid. It's plastic and glass, like glass shards mixed into it. But it's predominantly a plastic screen, and it has to have some sort of flexibility because glass doesn't bend. It really, well, I say glass doesn't bend. That Jerry Rig, Zach from Jerry Rig Everything, I have never seen glass bend like he bent on the Surface Duo. That was insane. But it didn't bend as much as obviously this bends in on itself. So people moan about the crease, and you can feel it there. It definitely is there. But when you're using it, like if I'm looking at this full on, straight on like this, you might be able to see the crease there. I can't unless, it's a dark display or, just whatever. It's just it goes away, it disappears. And like I say, you can feel it, but I don't know. You just don't realize it's there when you're using it. It's very, very, very good. Obviously, it's 5G, like I said as well before. Whatever, I don't think we're ready for all 5G yet. I can understand why 5G is coming in because they're trying to get devices ready for it instead of devices playing catch up. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's prime time 5G right now. But yeah, overall, I've been loving this phone. So let's listen to some music so I can show you the sound. I think this is so good when it comes to audio. Let's go to my playlists and we'll go to my Bluetooth speaker. We'll go to my Bluetooth speaker review and we'll go here and let's see. So this is playing music now. Let's move it back a little bit. Let's make sure this volume is cranked up. Nothing scientific here, guys. This is just me with a Yeti X microphone and a Galaxy Z Fold 2 sat in front of you. So there's nothing scientific here. This is just how it sounds. You ready? Picture quality, fantastic. Sound, really good out of this thing. I don't know whether it comes across as a little tinny over this video, but in person it has got a bit of depth to it, and it's nice, loud and clear, and it doesn't distort. If you're interested, that's an older video from a year ago. Is the XB31 still worth buying in 2019? The XB32 had just come out. Spoiler alert, I think the XB31 was better, but I did an XB31 versus the XB33, and the XB33 is like the holy grail. So yeah, if you like Bluetooth speaker videos, go and check out the rest of my videos. As you can see here, it says hit subscribe and smash like. Trying to get to 5,000. I'm at 4,700 right now, just about. So yeah, if you can hit subscribe, that would be great for me. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing. It's, believe it or not, makes a really big difference on the channel and helps me at the back end with running it. So anyway, blah blah blah. Sounds really good. Screen is really good. 4.7 thousand subscribers. Anyway, someone bought one of these XB31s for $40. Well, you are a lucky devil. Anyway, so yeah, I absolutely adore this phone. Let's talk about the cameras. So on the Note, you get the 108 megapixel camera, and on this you don't. I think it's 312s. I'm sure it's 312s. If I'm wrong, I'll put something down in the comments, but I'm sure it's 312s. So let's go and have a look at some photographs that I have taken with this phone that I am very, very happy with. So this morning, this is a portrait of my son using the front facing camera on the actual front display, and they call it live focus or whatever it's called on here. But as you can see, the cutout's really good. It's done a really good job of taking a picture of my son. Very impressed with the cameras on this. Now let's go out of this one. Some more where he didn't really want to, he just didn't want to help father with the photograph. This is the case that I've got coming on Tuesday. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, keep your eyes open Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to have new cases to show you, at least one anyway. So, right, so a little story about this photograph that I'm going to show you here. This is how good this is. So there's the original photograph. Is that the original? No, there's the original photograph. Some shadow in there, so you can see that's the dashboard of my vehicle. And I'm driving at 70 miles an hour. This is a very dirty windshield, and I just thought the sky looked great. So I grabbed my phone, which I shouldn't have done, and I took a picture, which I shouldn't have done. So I'm telling you guys, don't do it. I'm just 44 and old. Don't do as I do as I say. That's what my parents used to say to me. Anyway, so yeah, that's a good photograph anyway. Dirty windshield, but still picked up a lot of details, but had the reflections in there. So I cropped it down a little bit so you could see it this way. And it's literally point and shoot. This is from the rear camera, and once I took out the reflection, you would have no idea that I was doing 70 miles an hour while driving a car, grabbing a phone quick and just pressing bang. And you can see I've only took one picture of it, and it nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I mean, the detail in the clouds and the sky, and there's God rays back there that in the background. Don't know whether it comes up on the camera very well, but there is God rays shining through, and it captures all of that, and I just think it's superb. It looks so good, that picture. I like to take pictures of the sky and things like that, so one thing it did have trouble with, we were in Red Lobster, and she looks psycho on there. That's my wife. It looks like she's ready to stab me in the face. But yeah, we were in Red Lobster, and the place is extremely dark, and obviously there's a lot of social distancing going on, and we have one light that hangs right down, and it comes right down into the middle of the table, but it's really bright, and with the table having a glossy finish to it, it reflects big time. So that's why my wife looks extremely white. Now don't get me wrong, she is almost transparent anyway, but she's not that white. Just no. So it did have trouble with that, so that's one thing to look at. In the dark, there you go, that's me with my new XB700. That is a live photo, one of the portrait photos, so obviously it loses detail, it's very soft, but it's still not bad. I was just seeing how it reacted in the dark. As you can see again, look at that fat head. That is a good picture. Very good picture. Don't get me wrong, I took the original picture and it was out of frame a little bit. I've cropped it in and made it, and it just come out looking superb. The cameras on this are very, very good. Here's some more of my stupid bald head. Everything's very blue in my studio when I'm playing video games. So, but the cutout's still there. The background is blurred. There's Yoda hanging out. There's the camera. It's right there now as well, but just pointing downwards. But yeah, see, it does do a good job even in the dark or in extreme blue colours. But the camera is very, very capable. And here's some more of my son. Another live focus with the rear camera. Again, did an exceptional job, I think. Cutout's really good there. Does get a bit smooth, but Samsung phones do tend to do that. They are not as aggressive on the sharpening. Yeah, just a good camera. So, can it be improved? Yes. Is it the best? No. But it's one of the best. And I do believe, after having the Note, it's a better camera than the Note. That's the Tab S7 Plus. Got a video coming up on that. So yeah, this thing for me is great. It's fast, it's furious, it just does everything you ask of it. It doesn't hang up, it doesn't lag. The 865 Plus, the same as what's in the Note, is like a rocket with this. It just goes, it works fantastic. Storage, nice and quick, 256 gigabytes. I don't have any reason to have to moan about it not having expandable storage. No water resistance as such on this kind of thing, and you can accept that. I mean, the mechanics of this device just don't allow you to have a water resistant phone or a foldable phone, really. No, Motorola have coated their stuff in some kind of waterproof covering spray stuff, but I still wouldn't like to drop water on it. So yeah, overall, this is my very favorite. No, I'm gonna tell a lie there. It's my favorite phone this year. It's my very favorite phone over the last few years, and it's my second favorite phone ever. Only your second favorite phone? Yes, the HTC One M7. That changed everything in the phone world with the aluminum build, the boom sound speakers, the 4.7 inch LCD screen, which was big at the time. Everything on that settles off for what we get today, including the iPhone, all of that. That was my best phone. But this is my second best phone ever. I just love the way I can use it two different ways. It's just so versatile. We were sat waiting at Red Lobster the other night, and I was sat outside on the bench, and I'm watching YouTube to pass the time, and it's great. I just flip this sucker open, and people are like walking past me like, what the hell is that? I mean, no one asked me or stopped, but you do get looks with this kind of thing. If that's what you want, I don't really like looks. I'm just a fat old dude. I don't care about looks or it being cool. I just like the way this works. But this is special. It's a very special device. Would I recommend it to average Joe? At $2,000, I can kind of understand why it costs this much. But it's still really, really expensive. Really, really expensive. I would recommend it if you have that money available to you or you can afford payments. Yeah, definitely. You just got to remember it's got to be handled a little more delicately when it comes to the internal screen. With it being plastic, you can push your nail into the screen, it will leave a line. So you do have to have some kind of care. But if you've got $2,000 that you know can walk out the door and you don't have to worry about getting it back, then this is a great value phone. Like I say, I had a $514 credit on my T-Mobile account. So it ended up costing me $1,486, which I'm happy about. That there, it was just over $100 more, $200 more than the Note Ultra. For me, worth it all day. I love the phone. I think you will love the phone. Go and have a look at it. Best Buy have them out so you can play with them, or they'll let you play with them. They might be under a glass dome or something like that, so people can't purposely damage the screens. But go and have a look at it. Play with it. You'll be amazed by the hinge. The hinge is just... everything just screams premium on this device. It's an absolute must-buy for me. And it's got me on the foldable train. I have come aboard and I love it. I can't wait for other manufacturers to follow suit because it's just fantastic. Alright guys, so yeah, that's my impressions of the Note. No, sorry, that's my impressions of the Fold 2. Extremely, extremely, extremely good device. I love it. You'll love it. Give it a go. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Speak to you soon. English 10 out.